Hi, my name is Tristan. I will be hosting the webinar today. I work here on the partner support team, and today we're going to go over the InfraScale dashboard. If you have any questions during the webinar, you can just reply back in the questions box, and I'll go ahead and reply back. All right, so let's get started. So here's the main screen of the partner dashboard. This can be accessed at dashboard.infrascale.com. On the main screen, you'll see the top 5 performant accounts here under the backup account usage. Under backup activity, you'll see the number of alerts for all of the systems under your account. Under the graph section, you'll see the last information on the last 2 months. So this will show the number of files that were backed up in the last 2 months. You can click on the size tab to view the amount of data that was uploaded in the last 2 months. And if you want to view your allocation of your dashboard, you can click on the use space. Under tools, you'll have all of your dashboard features here. You can also access all of these tools under the tabs at the top. Here's our support section. Here you can find our videos on the dashboard. You can access the Partner Resource Center that you can find marketing information there. Under the backup guide, you can find the guide for the online backup software and Shadow Protect and the EGR software. And you can also go to our knowledge bases to find solutions for any issues you're having. You can also find our contact, submit a ticket on the knowledge base, or find our phone number there as well. And our phone number is also listed right here under the support section. The download section, this is where you can find the direct links for all of the software. They will always direct to the latest version of the online backup software, so you can bookmark this or create it in a template, and it's always going to point to the latest version. Here's Shadow Protect, the latest version of Shadow Protect version 5, and the online backup for Mac, and the EGR software. You can use the MSI builds if you're planning on doing a mass deployment across a domain. So let's get started with creating a backup account. Under Tools, you can click on Create Backup Account, or if you're at the top under Manage, you can go to Manage, Backup Accounts, and add New Backup Account. Here you can, you'll see your company name, and you can just leave it as is to create the account directly under your main dashboard. Under the full name, you can enter in the customer's name, the customer's email address, and the username for the backup account. By default, when you fill out the email, it's going to use the email as the username, but you can use a regular name as the username if you like. You can set the password. If the customer needs to be HIPAA compliant, you'll need to enable UltraSafe. And this disables the secret question and answer. So if you lose the password for an UltraSafe account, there won't be any way to reset the password or for support to reset it or gain access. Otherwise, you can set the secret question and answer, and this will allow the customer to reset the password. You won't see the customer type. This is just here under the sandbox environment. Under size, you can specify the account size. And here you can assign EGR license, a Shadow Protect license, or NGuard license. Once you create the account, you can always resize the account size or unassign and assign licenses. Once the account is created, you cannot enable or disable UltraSafe, and you cannot rename the username. Once you're finished, you can click on Create, and this form will stay up in case you need to create additional accounts. Otherwise, you can hit the escape key or the exit. If you had a customer that wanted access to their own dashboard similar to this, or if you want to keep things organized between companies, you can create a company account instead. So under Manage, Companies, click on Add New Company, and you'll get a pretty similar form. Here you can enter in the company's name, the allocation for the company, and the number of licenses that you want to assign to that company, and then you can set up the admin user for the company. So this will be the first backup account under that dashboard. When you create a company account, it creates a dashboard that looks exactly like yours. They just won't have access to create company accounts, or and also they won't be able to have access to anything outside of their company. So they would just be able to create backup accounts based on their quota that was assigned, and they have access to view all the backup accounts under the company, or resize accounts, cancel accounts, and view the events. If you wanted to get a list of all of your companies, you can go to Manage, Companies, and then View and Manage Companies. And here you can get the status of all your companies, view the company size, the allocation, the number of licenses used, the products, and number of accounts. Here under Actions, you can log in as a company admin. You can edit the company product, so if you need to change the number of licenses or the allocation, you can cancel the company or log into the FileLocker account if you assign FileLocker seats to the company. If you wanted to view a list of all of your individual backup accounts, you can go to Manage, then Backup Accounts, then View and Manage Backup Accounts. You can use the filters if you just wanted to view backup accounts under a specific company, or if you just wanted to view accounts directly under your main dashboard. You can also filter by account name or email address. So on this page, you can view the account name, the company that the account is under, the account allocation, the percent used. So this is the actual data usage. So if you hover over the percentage, you can see the actual data usage. You can see whether or not the account is on a trial plan. You can see the sign-up date, number of backup alerts, number of devices under the account, and email address associated with the account. Under Actions, you can assign a remote policy to that account. You can move the account to an existing company. You can resize the allocation for the account. You can change the email address associated with the account. This email address is only used for the password recovery. So if the customer forgot the password, they can click on the Forgot Password link within the software, and the reset link will be sent to this email address. You can cancel the backup account, log into directly into the account under the My Account page, or you can enable and disable NGuard. Any questions so far? All right, let's go on to the monitoring page. So on the monitoring tab, you can click on Show All Error Events if you just wanted to view the errors. If you wanted to view just the warnings, you can click on that. Otherwise, if you just wanted to view the latest event for all the systems, you can go to Show All Events. So this will show the last event for all of the systems here. You'll get a green completed status if the backup session completed without any errors. If the backup session completed but at least one file failed to upload, you'll get the orange completed notification. You'll get a failed red notification if the backup session was interrupted. If the backup session hasn't ran in the last week or couple of days, you'll also see a red completed notification. And you'll have the columns that show the account, the specific account, the company that the account is under, the host name of the system, the backup type, the last event date, and if you wanted to view more details on the event, you can click on the magnifying button there. So here you can view the duration time, the number of files that were backed up, number of files that failed to back up, and unchanged files, and the total files processed. If there was a system that was removed from a company and you no longer want to monitor it, you can click on the Actions button and you can remove the monitoring events. From this view, you can also assign a backup policy. Here you can retrieve the logs, the backup logs for the system. So if you wanted to troubleshoot an error and figure out why the backups are failing on certain files, you can retrieve the logs. You can update the online backup software, and you can also wipe the device. If you needed to make any changes to the monitoring settings, you can access that under Settings and then Monitoring Settings, or you can click on Monitoring Settings here. Here you can select Monitor All New Accounts, so for any account that you create in the future, they'll automatically be monitored. If you wanted to get a daily report of all the systems that are listed under your monitoring page, you can add your email address here. If you just wanted to view the errors, you can add your emails under the errors field. If you wanted to view the account detail reports, you can subscribe to that, and that will show the account usage on a daily basis. If there were any accounts that you didn't want to monitor, you can uncheck them here. If you wanted to view the history, the last 30 days of the backup events, you can go under the Monitoring tab and click on History of Last 30 Days, and that will show a similar view here. You'll see the account name, the system backup type, and the backup set size. You'll see the total number of files that are in the set, and total number of unchanged files, uploaded files, and failed files. You can also view the duration and the backup speed. At the top, you can also filter by the account name or system, or even the backup type or backup event type, and you can select a date range. For the reporting and monitoring, you can also export the information to an Excel file. Let's get back to the home screen. So InfraScale recently released a new feature called NGuard, and that allows for data endpoint protection. If you purchased NGuard licenses, you can assign it under the View and Manage Backup Account page here. For accounts that have NGuard enabled, you'll see the NGuard logo, and you'll be able to click on the account name. Here you can view more information on the account. You can view it provides you with analytics. You can fill out more information on the account down here. You'll get a pretty similar layout as you see on your main dashboard, but this will be just for the particular user account. Under device management, you'll be able to view all of the connections under that backup account. You can see if there's a policy assigned to the system, the operating system of the system, and you'll be able to view the exact backup version of the software that's installed and the last backup date. Under actions, you can also assign a remote policy, retrieve the logs, run a backup, upgrade the software, or wipe the device. If you wanted to do a mass deployment of the software or upgrade of the software, you can go under mass actions here and run an upgrade or even run a backup of all the systems under the account. The data loss prevention tab is pretty similar. However, it adds the location, so if you wanted to view the location of the system. For analytics, you can click on the analytics tab and it will give you a nice breakdown, a graph of the backup events per system and within the days. If you wanted to view a device map of all the devices for the system, for the account, you can click here and it'll just give you a nice map of all the systems. So let's get back to our home screen. You can also, with NGuard, you also have the option to build a custom MSI. So here you can create an MSI and assign a policy to it. And you can also allow the MSI installer to create accounts automatically. So if the user, you can send the user the MSI, and once they run it, it'll automatically generate a backup account based on a specific template, and it'll also create the account size. Any questions so far? All right, so let's move on to the rebrand settings. So you can access the rebrand settings under Settings. Here you can customize the look and feel of the online backup software for the PC client. You can specify a product name. This will appear on the top window of the online backup software. You can set a logo. This will appear in the lower left-hand portion of the software. You can even assign a shortcut icon. For the shortcut icon, you want to make sure you upload the image in .ico format. So if you have the image in a JPEG or PNG, you can use a free utility online converters to convert the image to an ICO format. If you wanted to view the specifications of the images that needs to be uploaded, you can click on the little question mark here. Here you can upload a client banner, and this will appear at the top portion of the online backup software. Down below you can specify a report sender address. So this would be the address that will send out the email reports. When a backup session completes, the end user would receive the email report, and the sender address would be this address that you fill out here. Under the My Account URL, you can leave this blank. This will automatically populate to the customer's My Account page. The My Account page allows the end user to access their backed up data from their web browser. So if they're away from the computer and they wanted to access their data, they can log into their My Account page. The product site URL, you can go ahead and enter in your company's website there. Here under Contact Us URL, you can enter the contact page for your company. Within the online backup software, there will be a support link, an upgrade link, and it'll redirect to whatever you have listed as contact us and the upgrade URL. The web portal URL and the workstation backup URL can remain blank, and that will automatically direct to the correct website. If you had FileLocker licenses, you can also modify the FileLocker logo, so this will apply to all FileLocker companies or enterprises, and you can list out your contact information. All right, so that about wrapped things up. Are there any questions? Okay, great. Thanks for joining us. If you guys come up with any questions, you can feel free to contact us here. You can click on the knowledge base and submit a ticket, or chat now, or call us directly. Thanks.